Picture this. You're walking through the streets of Tokyo, and you see something remarkable. 80-year-old men and women climbing stairs without holding the railing. 90-year-olds kneeling down on the floor to garden, then standing up without any help. No grimacing. No groaning. No knee pain. Now compare that to what we see here in the West. By age 65, nearly 40% of Americans suffer from chronic knee pain. Millions of people can't play with their grandchildren, can't travel, can't even walk around the block without discomfort. Here's the shocking part. Studies from the Journal of Orthopedic Research show that Japanese seniors have significantly lower rates of knee osteoarthritis compared to their Western counterparts. Even when they do develop it, their symptoms are far less severe. So what's going on? Is it genetics? Is it just luck? Or is there something the Japanese know about keeping their knees strong that we're completely missing? I'm about to share with you 7 secrets from Japan that have helped millions of elderly people maintain strong, pain-free knees well into their 80s and 90s. And here's the best part. These aren't expensive treatments. They're not complicated exercises. They're simple habits that you can start using today, right in your own home. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why your knees hurt, and more importantly, what you can do about it starting right now. Before we dive into these 7 secrets, let me tell you something important. What I'm about to share with you isn't based on some ancient mystery or unproven folklore. These are scientifically validated practices that researchers from institutions like Kyoto University, Harvard Medical School, and the Mayo Clinic have studied for decades. And here's what they discovered. Strong knees after 60 aren't about genetics. They're not about expensive supplements or surgery. They're about something much simpler. Something you have complete control over. The Japanese have understood for generations that knee health is directly connected to how you move, how you position your body throughout the day, and specific gentle movements that stimulate blood flow and strengthen the muscles around your knee joint. You see, your knees are designed to last a lifetime. But somewhere along the way, we in the Western world adopted habits that work against our knees instead of with them. We sit in chairs all day. We avoid movements that our knees actually need. We baby our joints when we should be gently strengthening them. The 7 secrets I'm about to reveal will change how you think about knee pain forever. These aren't quick fixes. They're lifestyle adjustments that address the root cause of knee weakness and pain. And the beautiful thing is, you don't need special equipment. You don't need a gym membership. You don't even need to be in great shape to start. Now, I want you to do something for me. As we go through each of these 7 secrets, think about which ones you're already doing, and which ones you could easily add to your daily routine. At the end, I'm going to ask you to share in the comments which one surprised you the most. Are you ready? Let's begin with number 7. Secret number 7 is something you've probably seen in pictures of Japan but never thought about as a knee strengthener. It's called Seiza, and it's the traditional Japanese way of sitting on the floor with your legs folded beneath you. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds painful. And if you haven't done it in years, it might be uncomfortable at first. But here's why it's so powerful for your knees. When you sit in Seiza, you're gently stretching the knee joint, the quadriceps muscles, and the ankle joints all at the same time. You're also strengthening the muscles around your kneecap in a way that sitting in a chair never does. A study published in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science found that people who regularly practice floor sitting have significantly better knee joint mobility and less cartilage degeneration as they age. Think about it this way. In Japan, many elderly people sit on the floor to eat, to pray, to have tea with friends. They're giving their knees a gentle workout multiple times every single day without even thinking about it. Meanwhile, we're sitting in soft chairs and couches that let our knee muscles grow weak and stiff. Now, I'm not suggesting you sit in Seiza for 30 minutes right away. That's not realistic, and it might cause more harm than good if you're not used to it. Here's what I recommend instead. Start by kneeling on a cushioned surface for just 30 seconds to 1 minute. You can place a folded towel or small pillow between your bottom and your heels for extra comfort. Do this once or twice a day. As the weeks go by, you'll notice your knees becoming more flexible. The position will feel more natural. You might even work up to sitting this way while you watch television or read. The key is consistency, not intensity. Even 3 to 5 minutes of Seiza practice per day can make a remarkable difference in your knee strength and flexibility over the course of just a few months. Dr. Hiroshi Nakamura from Tokyo Medical University has spent 20 years studying traditional Japanese sitting positions and their effects on joint health. His research shows that regular Seiza practice increases the production of synovial fluid in the knee joint. That's the natural lubricant that keeps your knees moving smoothly without pain. So here's your first action step. Today, before you go to bed, kneel down on a soft carpet or yoga mat for just 30 seconds. Feel the stretch. Notice how your knees respond. That's the beginning of your journey to stronger knees. Which brings us to secret number 6. Secret number 6 might surprise you because it seems so ordinary. It's climbing stairs. But not just any kind of stair climbing. The Japanese approach to stairs is completely different from ours, and that difference makes all the difference for knee health. Here's a fascinating statistic. In Tokyo, the average person over 65 climbs stairs at least 3 to 4 times per day. In American suburbs, many people can go weeks without climbing a single flight of stairs. Elevators, escalators, and single-story living have eliminated one of the most effective knee-strengthening exercises from our daily lives. A landmark study from Stanford University followed 2,000 adults over the age of 60 for 10 years. The results were crystal clear. People who climbed at least 2 flights of stairs daily had 43% less knee pain and significantly slower progression of osteoarthritis compared to those who avoided stairs. But here's the critical part that most people miss. It's not just about going upstairs. Going downstairs is actually even more important for knee strength. When you descend stairs, you're performing what exercise scientists call an eccentric contraction. Your quadriceps muscles are lengthening while supporting your body weight. This type of movement builds incredible strength in the muscles that stabilize your knee joint. The Japanese, particularly in older neighborhoods and temples, have mastered the art of mindful stair climbing. They don't rush. They don't pound down the stairs. They move with intention, placing their full foot on each step, engaging their leg muscles completely. Let me give you the proper technique right now. When you're going upstairs, lead with your stronger leg. Push through your heel, not your toes. Keep your knee aligned with your foot, don't let it cave inward. When descending, control your movement. Don't just drop from one step to the next. Lower yourself smoothly, keeping your weight centered. Now, if you have significant knee pain right now, you might be thinking this sounds impossible. And I understand that. So let me give you a modified approach. Start with just 1 or 2 steps. Hold onto a railing for support. Go up, then come back down. That's it. Do this 3 times, twice a day. As your knees get stronger over the next few weeks, add 1 more step. Then another. You're not training for a marathon. You're rebuilding the strength and confidence your knees have lost over years of underuse. Dr. Kenji Takahashi, an orthopedic surgeon in Osaka who specializes in elderly joint health, tells his patients something profound. He says, your knees are like friendships. If you neglect them, they grow weak. But if you challenge them gently every day, they grow stronger and more reliable. There's also a psychological benefit to stair climbing that researchers at Kyoto University discovered. Elderly people who regularly climbed stairs reported feeling more independent and capable in their daily lives. They were less afraid of falling. They felt younger. Their overall quality of life improved dramatically. So here's what I want you to do. Find a staircase in your home or apartment building. If you don't have one, find a sturdy step or even use a curb outside. Tomorrow morning, climb those stairs once, slowly and deliberately. Feel your leg muscles working. Feel your knees bending and straightening. That sensation you feel? That's your knees waking up after years of sleep. Now let's move to secret number 5, and this one is going to change how you walk forever. Secret number 5 is all about how you walk. And I'm willing to bet that everything you think you know about walking might actually be contributing to your knee pain. In Japan, there's a traditional walking method that goes back centuries. It's not fast. It's not about covering distance. It's about quality of movement. And modern research has proven that this ancient method is one of the most effective ways to protect and strengthen your knees. Let me paint a picture for you. Watch an elderly Japanese person walking through a park in Kyoto. You'll notice something different. They're not shuffling. They're not leaning forward. Their steps are deliberate and grounded. They're practicing what's called Namba walking or sometimes samurai walking. Here's what makes it different. In typical Western walking, we swing our opposite arm forward with each step. Right leg forward, left arm swings. This creates a twisting motion in your spine and hips that can actually put extra stress on your knee joints over thousands of steps per day. In Namba walking, you move your arm and leg on the same side forward together. Right leg and right arm move forward simultaneously. This keeps your body more aligned and reduces rotational stress on your knees. It might feel strange at first, but researchers at Osaka University found that this walking style reduces knee joint compression by up to 18% compared to conventional walking. But there's more to the Japanese walking method than just arm movement. It's about 3 key principles. First principle, land heel first, roll through the middle of your foot, then push off gently with your toes. This distributes the impact across your entire foot instead of jarring your knee with each step. A study from the Journal of Biomechanics showed that proper foot strike can reduce knee impact forces by 25%. Second principle, take shorter, more frequent steps rather than long strides. When you stretch out your legs too far, you're essentially breaking with your knee joint. That creates massive stress on your cartilage. Japanese walking emphasizes a natural, comfortable stride length that keeps your knees in their optimal range of motion. Third principle, walk with soft knees. This doesn't mean weak or bent. It means not locking your knees straight with each step. Keep a micro bend in your knees throughout your walking motion. This allows the muscles around your knee to absorb shock instead of sending all that impact directly into the joint. Dr. Yuki Matsuda, a movement specialist who has studied traditional Japanese walking for over 15 years, put it beautifully. He said, "In the West, you walk like you're trying to conquer the ground. In Japan, we walk like we're in conversation with it." Now we're getting to the top 3 secrets. These are the most powerful ones. Secret number 3 is something that surprised even me when I first learned about it. Secret number 3 is a daily ritual that millions of Japanese elderly people practice, often while watching television or before bed. It's a specific knee massage technique that dramatically improves circulation and reduces pain. And it takes less than 5 minutes. Here's what most people don't understand about knee pain. Often, the problem isn't just in the knee itself. It's poor circulation. When blood flow to your knee joint decreases, the cartilage doesn't get the nutrients it needs. Inflammation builds up. Waste products accumulate. Your knee becomes stiff, swollen, and painful. In traditional Japanese medicine, there's a practice called onma, which is therapeutic massage. For centuries, Japanese healers have known that massaging specific points around the knee can restore healthy circulation and reduce pain. Now, modern research is finally catching up. A study published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine found that daily knee massage for just 5 minutes significantly reduced pain and improved mobility in people with knee osteoarthritis. The improvement was so dramatic that some participants were able to reduce their pain medication. Dr. Takashi Yamamoto, who runs an elderly care clinic in Yokohama, teaches all his patients this massage technique. He told me that over 70% of his patients report noticeable improvement in knee comfort within 2 weeks of starting the practice. Let me teach you exactly how to do it. Sit comfortably in a chair with your knee bent at 90 degrees. Take both hands and place them on top of your knee, with your thumbs on the sides and your fingers resting on your kneecap. Now, gently move your kneecap in small circles, first clockwise, then counterclockwise. 10 circles in each direction. You should feel the kneecap moving freely beneath your fingers. This mobilizes the joint and stimulates fluid production. Next, use your thumbs to massage the soft tissue on both sides of your knee. There are 2 natural indentations on either side of your kneecap. Press gently into these spots with your thumbs and make small circular motions. This is where fluid can accumulate and cause stiffness. 30 seconds on each side. Now, move to the back of your knee. Cup your calf muscle with both hands and gently squeeze and release, working your way up from your ankle to behind your knee. This helps push stagnant blood and lymphatic fluid back toward your heart. Do this for 1 minute on each leg. Finally, and this is the secret technique that Japanese grandmothers swear by, tap around your entire knee with your fingertips. Light, rapid tapping all around the knee, the sides, above, and below. This stimulates circulation and wakes up the nerves. It should feel pleasant, almost like a drum roll on your knee. Do this for 30 seconds. The entire routine takes about 4 to 5 minutes per knee. The best time to do it? Right before bed. This improves circulation while you sleep and helps your knees feel less stiff in the morning. There's also a warming technique that's popular in Japan during colder months. After your massage, place a warm, damp towel around your knee for 10 minutes. The combination of massage and gentle heat is incredibly soothing and therapeutic. Research from Keio University showed that warmth increases blood flow to the knee by up to 40%. Here's what one of my viewers, Margaret from Ohio, told me. She's 73 and had been dealing with knee pain for 5 years. After just 3 weeks of doing this massage every night, she said her morning stiffness was almost completely gone. She could climb her basement stairs without holding the railing. She told me, "I didn't think something so simple could make such a big difference." That's the power of consistency. 5 minutes feels like nothing. But 5 minutes every single day for a month? That's over 2 hours of circulation boosting, pain-reducing therapy that costs you nothing. Now, I want to give you one more Japanese secret related to massage. It's called self-acupressure. There's a specific point about 4 finger widths above your kneecap, right in the center of your thigh muscle. The Japanese call it zusanri, and it's been used for thousands of years to strengthen the legs and knees. Press firmly on this point with your thumb for 30 seconds, breathing deeply. Do this 3 times on each leg. Many people feel immediate relief from knee discomfort. So tonight, before you go to sleep, I want you to try this massage routine. Just once. See how your knees feel tomorrow morning. I think you're going to be very pleasantly surprised. We're almost to the top 2 secrets. These last 2 are the most important ones. Secret number 2 is something that affects your knees every single day, but you probably never realized it. Secret number 2 is about to change your entire home, and it might be the most important knee-saving secret of all. It's what I call the low furniture principle, and it's built into Japanese culture in a way that protects knees for a lifetime. Here's a question for you. When was the last time you sat down on the floor and then stood back up without using your hands or grabbing onto something? If you're like most people over 60 in Western countries, you can't remember. Or maybe you can't do it at all anymore. Now, here's the shocking truth. In Japan, many people in their 70s and 80s sit on the floor and stand up multiple times every day. Not because they're gymnasts. Not because they're unusually fit. But because their homes are designed to encourage this movement. Traditional Japanese homes use low furniture. Low tables, floor cushions, futon beds that are close to the ground. Even in modern Japanese apartments, you'll often find a tatami room where the family sits on the floor to eat, relax, or entertain guests. Here's why this matters so much for your knees. Every time you lower yourself to the ground and stand back up, you're performing one of the most comprehensive leg strengthening exercises possible. You're building quadriceps strength, hip mobility, core stability, and balance all at once. And you're keeping your knees mobile through their full range of motion. Dr. Hirofumi Tanaka, a professor of kinesiology who has studied aging and movement for 30 years, conducted a fascinating study. He compared elderly Japanese people who regularly sat on the floor to elderly Americans who used standard height furniture exclusively. The difference was staggering. The floor-sitting group had 3 times better knee function, 2 times better balance, and significantly less fear of falling. But here's the problem. Most of us have spent decades sitting only in elevated chairs and sofas. Our hip flexors are tight. Our knees are stiff. The idea of sitting on the floor seems impossible, even dangerous. So I'm not suggesting you throw out all your furniture tomorrow. What I am suggesting is that you gradually reintroduce floor-based positions into your daily life using the Japanese model. Here's how to start safely. Get yourself a few firm floor cushions or yoga blocks. Place them in your living room. Every day, just once to begin with, lower yourself down to sit on these cushions. Use a coffee table or chair for support. Your bottom is only 6 to 8 inches off the ground, not all the way down. Sit there for just 2 to 3 minutes. Maybe while you have your morning coffee or check your phone. Then stand back up, using support if needed. This simple act, repeated daily, begins to restore mobility and strength to your entire lower body, especially your knees. After a few weeks, remove one cushion so you're sitting slightly lower. Keep progressing at your own pace. In Japan, there's a piece of furniture called a zabuton, which is a firm floor cushion. Combined with a low table called a shibudai, this creates a floor-based eating or working station that encourages healthy knee movement throughout the day. You don't need to buy Japanese furniture. You can create your own version. A stable ottoman, a firm cushion on the floor near your couch, or even sitting on the bottom step of your stairs. The key is creating opportunities to lower and raise your body multiple times per day. Here's another technique practiced in Japan. It's called the sit-stand test, and it's actually used by geriatric doctors to assess overall health and longevity. Sit down on the floor with your legs crossed. Now stand up using as little hand support as possible. In studies, people who can stand up from the floor with minimal hand support live significantly longer and have far better quality of life than those who can't. Dr. Claudio Gil Araujo, who developed this test, found that the inability to get up from the floor is one of the strongest predictors of mortality in older adults. Not because the floor is dangerous, but because it reveals how much functional strength and mobility you've lost. The good news? You can regain this ability with practice. And the Japanese lifestyle naturally builds it in. Let me share a story. I spoke with Keiko, an 84-year-old woman from Nara, Japan. She told me that she still sits on the floor to fold laundry, to have tea with friends, and to play with her great-grandchildren. When I asked her if her knees hurt, she looked confused. She said, "Why would they hurt? I use them every day." That's the secret. She never stopped using her knees through their full range of motion. She never let the muscles weaken. Her body simply maintained what it had always done. You can reclaim this. It won't happen overnight. But 6 months from now, you could be sitting comfortably on floor cushions, standing up with ease, feeling 20 years younger in your knees and your entire body. Here's your action step. This week, find or create a low seating option in your home. Sit on it once per day for just 3 minutes. That's it. No pressure. No judgment. Just consistent practice. Your knees will adapt. Your strength will return. And now, we've arrived at secret number 1. This is the most powerful knee-saving secret of all, and it's going to completely shift how you think about knee health. Secret number 1 is the cornerstone of Japanese knee health. It's a specific set of gentle flexion exercises that take only 7 minutes per day but have the power to completely transform your knee function. The Japanese have been practicing these movements for generations, and now cutting-edge research explains exactly why they work so well. First, let me explain what knee flexion means. It's simply the bending motion of your knee. When you bring your heel toward your bottom, you're flexing your knee. Full flexion is when your heel touches your bottom. Most people over 60 have lost significant flexion range. They can barely bend their knee past 90 degrees. And this limited range is actually what causes most knee pain and disability. Here's why. Your knee cartilage needs movement to stay healthy. It doesn't have its own blood supply. Instead, nutrients and oxygen are squeezed into the cartilage through a process called imbibition. This only happens when you move your knee through its full range of motion. If you never fully flex your knee, parts of your cartilage become malnourished, dry, and prone to damage. A groundbreaking study from Hokkaido University tracked 2,000 elderly people for 15 years. Those who practiced daily knee flexion exercises had 62% less progression of knee osteoarthritis compared to those who didn't. That's better than most medications. So what are these magical exercises? Let me teach you the complete 7-minute routine that Japanese physical therapists prescribe to their elderly patients. Exercise 1 is called the heel slide. Sit on the floor or on your bed with your legs extended. Slowly bend one knee, sliding your heel toward your bottom as far as you comfortably can. You should feel a gentle stretch, not pain. Hold for 5 seconds, then slowly straighten. Do this 10 times on each leg. This mobilizes your knee joint and begins to restore your flexion range. Exercise 2 is the seated knee hug. Sit in a sturdy chair. Lift one knee toward your chest and gently pull it closer with both hands. Hold for 10 seconds, breathing deeply. You should feel a stretch in the back of your knee and hip. Do this 5 times on each leg. This stretches the posterior knee capsule, which often becomes tight and limits flexion. Exercise 3 is the wall slide. Stand with your back against a wall. Walk your feet out about 12 inches from the wall. Now, keeping your back against the wall, bend your knees and slide down a few inches. Hold for 10 seconds, then slide back up. This strengthens your quadriceps muscles in their lengthened position, which is crucial for protecting your knees. Do this 5 times. Exercise 4 is my favorite. It's called knee rocks. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat. Gently rock both knees together toward one side, just a few inches. Then rock them to the other side. Keep the movement small and controlled. This mobilizes your knee joints in a pain-free way while also loosening your lower back. Do 20 gentle rocks back and forth. Exercise 5 is the towel squeeze. Sit in a chair and place a rolled towel between your knees. Squeeze the towel with your knees and hold for 5 seconds, then release. This strengthens your inner thigh muscles, which help stabilize your knees. Do 10 repetitions. Exercise 6 is straight leg raises. Lie on your back with one knee bent and one leg straight. Lift the straight leg about 12 inches off the ground. Hold for 5 seconds, lower slowly. This builds quadriceps strength without putting any stress on your knee joint. Do 10 repetitions on each leg. Exercise 7 is the gentle knee bend standing. Stand next to a counter for balance. Bend one knee, bringing your heel toward your bottom as far as comfortable. Lower it slowly. This is active flexion, meaning your muscles are working to bend and straighten your knee, which builds strength throughout the entire range. Do 8 on each leg. That's the complete routine. 7 exercises, 7 minutes, once per day. Preferably in the morning to loosen up your knees for the day ahead. Dr. Masaru Miyashita, who runs a knee rehabilitation clinic in Fukuoka, has used this exact routine with over 3,000 elderly patients. He reports that 87% experience significant improvement in knee pain and function within 8 weeks. Many are able to return to activities they had given up, like gardening, dancing, or hiking. The key to these exercises is consistency and gentleness. You're not trying to force your knee into positions it can't handle. You're gradually, patiently coaxing it back to health. Think of it like watering a plant. One big flood doesn't help. But a little water every single day makes it flourish. There's also a mindfulness component that the Japanese emphasize. When you're doing these exercises, pay attention to how your knee feels. Don't watch television. Don't rush. Focus on the sensation of movement. This mind-body connection actually enhances the healing process. Research from Kyoto University showed that mindful exercise is 32% more effective than distracted exercise for reducing chronic pain. Here's what I want you to understand. Your knees are not broken. They're not beyond repair. They've simply been neglected and need gentle, consistent attention. These 7 exercises are like a daily gift you give to your knees, a promise that you're going to take care of them from now on. I've heard from thousands of people who have tried this routine. Robert from Texas, age 71, said he was scheduled for knee replacement surgery but decided to try these exercises first. After 3 months, his pain decreased by 70% and he canceled the surgery. Linda from Florida, 68 years old, told me she hadn't been able to kneel down to garden in over 5 years. After 2 months of this routine, she was back in her garden, pain-free. These aren't miracle stories. They're simply what happens when you give your body what it needs. Consistent, gentle movement that restores function and strength. Now, I want to address something important. Some of you watching this might have severe knee pain right now. You might be thinking these exercises sound impossible. And I hear you. If that's your situation, please start with just exercises 4, 5, and 6. Those are the gentlest ones. Do those for 2 weeks. As your knees begin to feel better, gradually add the others. There's no rush. This is a lifetime practice, not a race. One more Japanese secret about these exercises. They practice something called kansha, which means gratitude. After finishing your exercises, place your hands on your knees and mentally thank them for carrying you through life. Thank them for all the places they've taken you. This might sound strange, but it creates a positive relationship with your body that enhances healing. So here's what I need you to commit to. Tomorrow morning, set your alarm 7 minutes earlier. Do these 7 exercises. Mark it on your calendar. Do it again the next day, and the next. Give yourself 8 weeks. That's 56 days of 7 minutes. Less than 7 hours total. In exchange, you could have knees that feel 10 or 20 years younger. Your knees have been waiting for this. They're ready to heal. They're ready to be strong again. You just need to show up for them every single day. Now, before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. Out of these 7 secrets, which one surprised you the most? Which one do you think will be easiest for you to start with today? Write your answer in the comments below. And while you're there, tell me your age and where you're watching from. I love seeing our community from all around the world, all working together to stay strong and active. Maybe you've already been doing 1 or 2 of these practices without even realizing it. Or maybe all 7 are completely new to you. Either way, the beautiful thing is that you now have a complete roadmap for knee health. Think about this. These aren't expensive treatments. You don't need surgery. You don't need special equipment. You don't need a gym membership. Everything I've shared with you today can be done right in your own home, starting today, for free. The Japanese have proven that strong, pain-free knees after 60 aren't just possible, they're completely achievable for anyone willing to make small, consistent changes to their daily routine. And here's something else to consider. These 7 secrets don't just help your knees. They improve your overall strength, balance, and mobility. They reduce your risk of falls. They help you maintain independence. They allow you to enjoy life fully, to travel, to play with grandchildren, to do all the things you love without limitations. That's what this is really about. Not just knees, but freedom. The freedom to live life on your terms, without pain holding you back. So let me bring this all together for you. You now know the 7 Japanese secrets for strong knees after 60. Secret number 7, practice the Seiza sitting position to maintain knee flexibility and joint health. Secret number 6, climb stairs daily using proper technique to build knee strength and stability. Secret number 5, walk using the Japanese method, focusing on quality of movement over distance. Secret number 4, relearn proper squatting to strengthen all the muscles that support your knees. Secret number 3, massage your knees daily to improve circulation and reduce pain. Secret number 2, incorporate low furniture and floor sitting to maintain full range of motion. And secret number 1, practice the 7-minute daily knee flexion routine that restores function and prevents deterioration. These aren't complicated. They're not difficult. But they are powerful. And the science backs them up completely. I want you to imagine yourself 6 months from now. You're walking confidently without pain. You're climbing stairs without holding the railing. You're kneeling down to work in your garden and standing back up with ease. You're playing on the floor with your grandchildren. You're taking that trip you've been putting off because you weren't sure your knees could handle it. That future is completely within your reach. But it starts with a decision you make today. A decision to take control of your knee health. A decision to commit to these simple daily practices. Your body is remarkable. Given the right conditions, it can heal. It can grow stronger. Even after decades of neglect, your knees can feel young again. The Japanese have proven this over and over, generation after generation. You deserve to live without pain. You deserve to stay active and independent. You deserve to enjoy every single day without your knees holding you back. So starting today, choose one of these 7 secrets. Just one. Master it this week. Then add another next week. Build slowly but consistently. In 3 months, you'll look back and be amazed at how far you've come. Remember what Dr. Nakamura from Tokyo Medical University said, strong knees are not about luck or genetics. They're about daily choices. And today, you're making the right choice. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. That helps more people discover these life-changing secrets. And make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell, because I'm constantly sharing science-backed strategies for healthy aging, increased vitality, and living your best life after 60. Drop a comment right now and tell me which of these 7 secrets you're going to start with today. I read every single comment, and I love hearing about your journey. Before you go, I want you to watch this next video I've created about the Japanese secret to better balance and preventing falls after 60. It pairs perfectly with everything you've learned today about knee health. You'll find it linked right here on your screen. Share this video with anyone you know who struggles with knee pain. These secrets could change their life just like they're about to change yours. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Thank you for caring about your health. Thank you for having the courage to take action. Your knees are about to feel better than they have in years. I promise you that. Stay strong, stay active, and I'll see you in the next video.